Can you smell what the flock is cooking? Flock up or flock off, not you stick around, because it's about to go down. You now flock with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse on a Maniac Monday, 24/7, 365, we live. Let's go, man. We on this thing, we on this trek game day. I don't normally do this on game day, but I needed therapy today, man. There's so many things, so much going on, so many words, man. Words about these birds. They talking about us. Why, man? Mind your business, get out my face. But nah, it's just, it's wild out here. Let's keep the Maniac thing. Let's get this nest keeping out the way. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, goes fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock. Let's fly. Do remember, join that Maniac thing. Know the gang. You ring that bell. You get a bing whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's fly. And while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good sides. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh, yeah. Pop flying like we do all the time around this time, about this time. You know how I like to do. So, we do this thing on the fly. But first things first, man. The biggest thing, not so much the biggest thing, but the first thing that I want to touch on is this Sean Desai scapegoat. Like I just feel like he's a scapegoat, man. A lot of people aren't taking into context with this man, the job that this dude stepped into. I don't know what's going on over there, man. I'm hearing all kinds of crazy things. He's not walking around with swag and this, that, and the third. And you look like a guy like Todd Bowles. Like this dude is. Anyway, nope. I'm falling into the trap that they just clearly. I'm listening. I just got finished listening to the Pat McAfee show, and now I was just watching for a little bit, and they're talking about it and all these things, and they're casting all these aspersions of what he is, how he is, and what he does, and I'm just like, how come no one's taking into account? You lost, Adam Schefter even said it. He's like, dude, they don't look like the Eagles from last year. Unlike the Eagles from last year, that defense is not the same defense from last year. You got 6 guys that ain't there, bro. Like, gotta say, CJ, who had 6 interceptions last year by himself. The whole team as a whole only has 6 interceptions this year. And not to say that it's him, like he's the big reason, anything like of that ilk. But I'm just saying that it's different. It's different. I'm not going to point the finger. Things take time to come together. And not to mention, okay, you got 6 new guys on defense. And it seems to be that the guys that replace the guys are the guys that are... guys that have been getting injured. Well, not when it comes to Avonte Maddox, but we got to get into Avonte Maddox. But, just there's a whole lot of things, a whole lot of moving parts, a whole lot of things going on. He's dealing with injury. He's picking guys, a few guys in our starting lineup had to get picked up off the streets. You feel what I'm saying? To a few dudes that we cut. Morrow got cut. We brought him back on the team, and he's a starting linebacker. Now, Zach Cunningham was sitting on his couch at home. Bradley Roby was sitting on his couch at home. Like, what is we really talking about here? Not to mention Avonte Maddox out for this, so many things. N'Kobe Dean was supposed to be our start. There's a lot of things to take into account when evaluating Sean Desai. We've seen some bad things, but I've also seen some good things. I heard a bunch of fans saying when we were winning, we lost 2 games. We lost 2 games off of the strength of being, not just being tired. There's a lot of things had to play into this. Of course, we got smacked from Yakum. I don't want to make any excuses, but these are reasons, and these reasons don't excuse us, as I always say. But, dude, we're playing 4 games in 20 days. That's a game every 5 days, especially against 2 teams, 2 of the top teams in the league that had 10 days of rest while preparing for us when we were limited for days to prepare for them. You really got to look at things, take things into context. And it's just wild to me that a team like us, a team like our team, is somehow, some way scapegoating Sean Desai as the guy that's the reason that's going on, the reason for the season. Like, are you kidding me? Not to me, we are still 10-3, and I've seen some amazing adjustments made by Sean Desai. I like some of the things that he does, and it's just a matter of game planning. So, and who knows, this might not even be a big deal. He may be requesting to go up top, telling them that, hey, I saw things better when I was up top, coaching under Carroll last season, Or I could be up top. I know some of his tendencies. That can help us with this game tonight also. All kinds of things could be coming into play here, but I just don't like how everyone's coming down on my man Sean Desai. Fly Desai, come on, man. And really, Matt Patricia, bro. Even though one funny thing I heard on the Pat McAfee show, one of his dudes was like, Matt Patricia didn't get kicked up out of New England. It's like he left. He was trying to make trying to make a pig move. That's some funny ish right there. Trying to make a pig move because they had a defensive coordinator playing an offensive coordinator role, which is wild. But that's kind of like when Andy Reid got up out of here and we were using offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators and vice versa. Like sometimes when you're towards the end, you're just trying to throw anything at the wall and see what sticks. At least that's how I see it. But I'm just not with this Sean Desai scapegoating right now. But you know what? To each their own. We're not a monolith as this Eagleverse goes, as this Eagleverse spins, so everyone can have their own opinion on it. I just had to put my 2 cents in there. This is how I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it. Clearly, I need some therapy today. Woo! Because I'm on fire. Oh, yeah. Why all the white, you ask? It's got to be a whiteout today. But before we get there, everyone's going at, and I heard James Jones say something crazy too. Well, not even crazy. Actually, it was quite interesting, a bit introspective, if you will. Made me take it to a point of introspection with the fact that, you hear Nick Sirianni, that's my guy. We love these guys until we don't, right? Regardless of what, it's like some of the things that he said in the press conference, they was looking through and looking past the words and all, like taking more of a, I don't know, abstract approach as far as his thing. Like, what is he thinking? What's going through his mind? Why is he saying the things he's saying? Whereas, we don't do a lot of motion. You don't have to do motion. There are other things that you could do to see motion, da-da-da-da. And I get it. It seems like sometimes with this coaching staff, we don't want to inundate the players with too much. We just want them to go out there, play hard, not have them, leaving too many things to error. Like you put this there, you're putting things in a place where things can go wrong. Where, if I'm putting something together, the less I use to make it work, that's less things that can go wrong, right? However, once you get things down to a science and you have things working properly, you may have to implement it should be in your best interest to implement more things to fortify what you have. So I get knowing what you know and doing what you're doing, having that down pat. But now, okay, like the team always says, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Period, point blank, period. You fail to get better. It's not gonna happen with just staying the same way that you are. This is what we do and this is how we do it. Albeit, we see some teams, some plays, sometimes even us last year, sometimes what we're going to do and we're still going to do it. And of course, that's the ultimate star on top of a star. You know what I mean? The star on top of your Christmas tree, if you will. Like, that's the top, that's the pinnacle. But things come to a halt, and then what do? Once things are figured out, you have to be able to pivot, and you have to have other things implemented into your game plan, into your scheme, and how you're going to persevere and overcome what you're going through. And I feel like we've got to get to that point. This coaching staff never struck me as the type, like the Chip Kelly types of the world. It's like it's my way or the highway, and you're trying to put a round hole into a square peg, or vice versa. What's going on here? So it's a lot of cacophony going around the organization right now, a lot of chaos, a lot of a lot of cha-cha-cha, chi-chi-chi, and all of that. But I think it's a 2-game losing streak. We've been spoiled over the past few years. So, we look at this and I wouldn't say hit the panic button, but people are running around crazy trying to reorganize their files and put this over here and that and that. And like, look, even me, I'm wearing all white today. Back to that. Why am I wearing all white? Because I feel like tonight's got to be a whiteout. I said all of that to say this and sound just as crazy as the rest of us, right? Like, it's only 2 games, 3 games, 10-3. A beautiful record. Any other season, we'd love to be being here. It's just the fact of the 2 teams that we lost to, regardless of what. We're in all white. Whiteout. It's a whiteout, man. We're going to white out those last 2 games, charge it to the game, their games, whatever you want to call it. We're going to white that out, forget that, move forward tonight. Starting tonight versus Seahawks. Let's flock and go. I'm ready to fly. Now that's out of the way. Well, you want to get into a few pregame notes. So, did all my pregame rituals. Already we got that out of the way. Let me see, man. It was wild. I was out of my damn mind today. Of course, we got the who's our people. The fight song, Philadelphia Eagles fight song on the road to victory. Da-da-da-da. What's that? Then we've got the no one likes us, we don't care. We always do that. That's always a tried and true. Boom, 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 and then dreams and nightmares. Those are 1, 2, 3. Every damn game day, I got to play those out, have my thing going. Then I went crazy with it. I went with Hall and Notes. You make my dreams come true, because I need my dreams to come true today. I need to win this week. It's been 3 weeks since last I've seen the W. And thank you to the Bills, though. Last time we won, and they went and smacked up the Cowboys. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We're going to get into that maybe. I don't know. It's a little pregame fun, though. Then we got Everybody, that new Nicki Minaj, and I love that song because it's number 1, Uzi Vert. Even though I told you I was mad at him, like, what are we doing? We got to be playing dreams and nightmares. Whenever we come out for a Super Bowl, what are we doing coming out to Uzi Vert? Just didn't seem to capture the right energy for a Super Bowl entrance song. But that aside, I like this song. They talk about the Lombardi. They want another body, catching another body. We want to catch another body tonight. And we want to get on to this another Super Bowl, another Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's what I'm talking about. I saw her standing there, the Beatles. I have no idea what I was thinking. That was just in there. I forgot why I dropped that into the playlist. With a little help from my friends by Joe Crocker. You know what I mean? We need a little help from our friends. Whoa, Matt Patricia. We need a little help from my friends. Come on down, Matt Patricia. Get this thing right. Hopefully they come together in a night nice, tight, dope union between Desai and Patricia. We figured something out with this. I really hope so. And I really want Frank Reich over here as a consultant too. As far as what I was talking about with Sirianni and the offensive side of the ball, everyone's going at you know what I'm saying? Everyone's going at Sean Desai. And then, like I said, Jones and them said, like, basically what he was saying was, people out here, Sirianni, he's got that sound of like he's smarter than everyone in the room. Like, and this team just doesn't strike me as that. But I'm not going to lie, it gave me cause for pause when I heard him say that, because it is some of the tendencies you see. And narcissist, not so much narcissist, it's a bit of a strong word. But, people of that mind say, people of that ilk, like, you know what, like, we do this, we do that. There's other ways to do it. You know what I mean? But it's like, we can't still run a little motion. You still can't confuse an offense like that. Use all the tools at your disposal. You know what I mean? That's the only way. That's just how I see it, man. So we're going to need a little help from our friends. We're going to need help from the whole damn team tonight. It's been a while. Stained. I went with it's been a while because the simple fact it's been a while since last I saw a win. And then, of course, we ended with, because I had to get out there. It was getting a little depressing, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to turn it up, drop on some J-Rock, and win, because fuck everything else. Win. That's what we need to do. And yeah, that was the playlist. And later on, we're going to get into a few other festivities, man. I think I'm going to keep it real light. White out, erase the past few weeks, and get into this game thing, man. So we got that going. And then the good news, while there's the bad news out there that, Slay is going to be out, Cam Jurgens is going to be out, Zach Cunningham out again. I feel like the Slay thing is big, man. They got some monsters over there on that other side, man. We're talking Metcalf, Lockett, and JSJ, Jackson Smith for JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like, they've got a lot over there on that side of the ball. So I'm anticipating a heavy zone night with Slay being out. Yeah, it's going to be wild. Slay being out, then we got Cam Jurgens and Zach Cunningham out. Those two, I believe that the team may believe that they may have brought them back a little too early, seeing their own performances over the last 2 weeks. Well, over the last week for Zach Cunningham, I believe Cam Jurgens has been back 2 weeks. Maybe just let these guys chill out, get them back right for this playoff push. I don't know, man. So, yeah, it's a bit wild. I'm not sure what's going on with their guy, Drew Lock. And then not to mention, Jalen Hurts also has an illness, so we don't know what's going on with that. He didn't even travel with the team this weekend. Just saw homegirl for somebody on ESPN giving a report. They said it's still up in the air, so that's if you hear my voice cracking a little bit, I'm a little bit nervous about Jalen Hurts not playing tonight. Jay Mariota, not to mention, on the selfish side of things, Jalen Hurts is my starting quarterback in fantasy. This is the first week of the damn playoffs. I'm in the consolation bracket in one league. I just got knocked out yesterday, completely knocked out. I was leading the league in points, and my team decided to throw a whole the lowest point this season. Anyway, that's some fantasy-ish. So back to the point, Jalen Hurts might not start, and then the dude in my league picked up Mariota, so he's not even in this matchup. He's got Mariota trying to sabotage me, bro. So, and the only reason I'm concerned about this consolation because there's a consolation pot in this league that I'm in. So even in the consolation bracket, I got a chance to get some cake. So you got that going on. Then you got Jalen Hurts, don't know if he's going to play. I even saw people say they want to see Tanner McKee in there if Jalen Hurts can't start. That is hilarious. Oh, yeah, it's just wild. But on the good side of things, because, I like to end this on a good note most times if I can. They opened up the 21-day window for Avonte Maddox. Let's fucking go. All weekend pep rally type deals. Come down the aisle. Avonte, Maddox. What? So, yeah, that's super dope, man. If timeline lines up right. I mean, it's just amazing how these guys come back. Like, they were talking Aaron Rodgers could be back next week. And then you usually in an injury that a guy is out for the season to peck. And just watching, like, when I was watching his interactions with Goddard, when they was doing their rehab, like, Goddard was coming back quick. Like, he was ready in 3 weeks, but it's mandatory. You got to stay out 4 weeks with that injury that he had, from what I understand. And then Avonte Maddox, like, they just chilling. Well, I imagine that just because you're going through rehab, you're not going to be limping and looking like a character from Thriller the whole time you're in rehab. So, you know what I mean? Of course, them dudes are going to have fun together, best friends and all that. But it just seemed like something it just was in the back of my mind the whole time, which would be that way for any player, but most especially Avonte Maddox. What if we could get him back for a playoff push? It changes the whole dynamic of this team, at least in my estimation. It's just he's got to stay healthy. We want him to stay on the field, man. He's such a great player. It's just something in my mind, just seeing him. I want to have him and Sidney Brown on the field at the same time. These guys just flying around all over that, like, dudes. Nobody wants that problem, bro. Nobody wants those problems. Like, it could be crazy. because just the pursuit that those dudes have, they're like heat-seeking missiles. They just got to protect themselves, you know, which is easier said than done, right? But Avonte Maddox, 21-day window opens up, which gives us a timeline out, I believe, if my math is right, he would be back for the final game, the last game versus the Giants, because what we got after this, we got the Giants, then we got the Cardinals, then the Giants again, about 3 weeks, 21 days. Quite possibly the Cardinals game, right? Being that it opened up. Regardless of what, there's a possibility that Avonte Maddox may come back. Give it up for that, man. I love it. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this game tonight. Let me know how y'all do, man. The first time ever Eagle Maniac pregame show, you know what I'm saying? The EMP, what? Boom! We dropping bombs on these moles. Let's fucking go. Yeah, man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm super hyped for this, man. Can't flock and wait. So the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. We're going to white out those L's, though. That's how I'm feeling right now. Around the time, about time. You know, I got questions. It's always Eagle clock around here. Open your eagle eye, poke your beak in. Ah! Let's go. Got questions for you, NFL. Oh, yeah. Got questions for you, NFC and NFC East. Oh, yeah. But this week, tonight, these questions are for you, Seahawks. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down and runs wild on you? Say it with me one time. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Whoa, that was... Get the flock out.